That sucks. That was the buck we were in here after, and it's only, I think it's barely 5:30. Alright, so I got in here and did jump one deer on my way in the dark, but that's probably should pay when you try and hunt mornings in the early season, but we'll see. Definitely is nice being a tree when it's cooler. I set up today. There's a swamp that runs north-south, and I set up at the south end of this swamp on the east side, and these winds right now I've got are coming from the northeast, so they're kind of blowing back over the south end of the swamp. So if something would come in from the south, it's probably going to come in east of me and not catch my wind. I'm really hoping that something comes down here and beds with that wind coming down, to their advantage. So it's kind of the goal. I don't really hunt here very often. It's kind of a difficult spot to get into, but it can pay off. Well, that's probably a wrap on this morning. I haven't seen a darn thing, but oh well, that's the way it goes. You get so excited for that first cold front, and it hits and don't see anything. But I went to kind of a low percentage spot. I knew that going into it. I think it'd be better if the crops were off. It's just so hard to get to this spot, and having to wade through waist deep beans was just horrible in the dark. So anyway, we'll hit it this evening. All right, so it's September 22nd afternoon hunt. We had a massive cold front come through. Yesterday at this time it was about 85 degrees, and right now it's probably 60 degrees with 15 mile an hour north winds. Those winds have got a bite to them. I'm getting wimpy in my older age, but yeah, they're kind of bitey. So I'm gonna go in, hunt over the food plot tonight. Jump in that tree that's in the middle of it. The food plot will be to my north and my east, so with these northwest winds we should be really good, and hopefully find a big old fat doe coming in to eat. I'm ready to punch that first doe tag in here, so stay tuned. So we got in here all set up. I jumped a freaking deer, bedded 50 yards from here, but had to come in since this morning because I walked on the other side of these trees, and given the wind direction, even if I'd made it in a different route, been directly downwind. So hopefully there's a lot more deer out this way than back that way. All right, it's been 15-20 minutes since I shot that deer, and we're gonna come out here and take a look at the arrow. I saw there's blood all over the ground where she was at. There is the arrow right there in the blood spray at the point of impact. And then she took off that way, and I can see blood all across the turnips. All right. That is a painted red arrow. That Magnus Black Hornet went through her like hot butter. Let's go find her. That is the sign that you like. Wow. All that blood. It's just painted down through here. So this is about the area I saw her stumble. Thought she was gonna go down, and then she took off right back in here. So I shot her out of those trees right there. She stumbled right here about 15 yards from me. And I got up here and was looking at blood on the ground. And I look up, and she's laying right there. That's about as perfect as a double lung shot as you're gonna get right there. How about that? That's pretty sweet. So I accomplished the goal, get a doe down. You know, I mean, she's gonna make some great meals. I got one of my best friends loves it when I kill a couple extra deer, and I always butcher them for him. So this one will go to him. And first kill with the new Athens Vista 33. Sweet shooting bow, really like it. Magnus Black Hornet Sarah Razor, perfect double lung shot, exited right behind the shoulder down low. Time to get her field dressed and get her out of here and hung up in the cooler. So. All right, it is September 23rd, and I had no intentions of coming hunting tonight. Last night I killed a doe on this property behind me. It's a reduction zone in Indiana. Again, this is an evening hunt. I had no intentions of coming out here except about 9:30 this morning. I got photos of a buck. I believe he's a 10-pointer. I don't have that many photos of him. And I got 5 or 6 of him at a tree with a couple other bucks. And they were moving from south to north into an area that I like to hunt, a little pinch point. And we've got a south-southwest wind tonight, and it sets up really good because I'm 99% sure he's going to be bedded to the south of me, and there's a strong chance that he works his way back out through that pinch point, and I'm hoping I can get in there and ambush him. So, all right, well, we got in here pretty clean. On my way in from the north, there was a doe and 2 fawns out in the beans feeding, and I worked out around them, and then when they spooked, they went off to the north. So I don't think that screwed anything up. Straight to my south is a huge bedding area, and I'm 99% sure that buck's in there with those couple other smaller bucks. So I'm hoping I got a mowed lane right here. They come down, or they come out here in the field to the series of scrapes that I got photos of them on this morning. Either way, that wind is blowing from south to north, and it could be pretty good. That sucks. That was the buck we were in here after, and it's only, I think it's barely 5:30. I don't know. The wind is perfect. The wind, I just checked, the wind's blowing like this. And he came up. I grunted at him a bunch, and I'm thinking that he came up looking around the corner and couldn't find what he was looking for, and then he decided he was done. He started blowing and took off. So I probably screwed that up. That was the buck we were after, man. That was the one that was right here at the scrape this morning. And that's crazy he came out that early. That's a game we play, man. Came close. Is September 25th here in Indiana. Wearing orange today because this weekend is also our youth weekend. So there are rifle hunting youth out, not on this property, but they're out. So just playing by the rules in the reduction zone here. So anyways, it's, I don't know, in the mid 50s, not much wind today. It rained all night. So I took kind of a softball approach this morning and went to the box blind over the food plot. I didn't feel like wading through wet beans to get to a stand and get soaked. So we'll see. Maybe I'll change it up this afternoon. But I just wanted to get out and see what's going on. Who knows? Maybe we'll see something. So it's about 10 o'clock and I am going to head back home for a little while. Looks like this afternoon could be really good, so we'll come back out and hit it then. Had a pretty good hunt this morning. I saw one little buck. I never got the camera turned on him. And then had that doe come through. Middle of the rain. It poured for, I don't know, about probably an hour and a half. So anyways, get out of here and hit it later. All right, so we got in here. Not the tree I'd intended, but I actually like this tree better than the one I intended. I had to trim a few limbs off coming up. Beauty of hunting private land. But anyways, I think this is gonna be pretty good. This wind's kind of cutting across me. I got major bedding out in front of me. I didn't bump any deer coming in. I got a ton of green beams right here in front of me. Like everything else is yellow, but this whole line is green, and I got a massive scrape right here. So who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky tonight. Man, the winds are just swirling. I saw that buck coming and I dropped some milkweed in that wind. It went out like this and it turned around and went right back to him. All right, well, I got probably about a little over an hour left in this sit, but I am getting down and heading out because I've seen 4 bucks total, 2 just out here, 100 yards or so, and both of them winded me. These winds are a northwest wind, which sets up perfect for this. But what's happening is it's getting down here to the end of this like little ravine and it's swirling. And every time I drop milkweed, sometimes some of it goes right direction. Next thing you know, it's blowing out right to where those deer were. And I don't want to screw this up on that big buck that I've been in here chasing. So this is going to wrap up week 2. Hope everybody's enjoying following along with this. I'm going to try and keep doing it all season long. Had a great week, put down a doe, and had that great encounter with my target buck, here on this farm. So very excited about it. So we'll see you next week. And as always, God bless, stay safe, and it's a new day in the outdoors.